Welcome back to another Nourish Flourish segment, and it is Megan the trainer, registered dietitian, and I'm going to be kind of building off of the last week's episode where I talked about a PSA for those in the perimenopausal kind of season, because this subject is usually something that happens pretty commonly as we get into that season of life as well. And that subject is the subject of weight loss resistance, where we're kind of stuck. We're spinning our wheels. Maybe we lost a couple of pounds, but now we're just stuck here. Or maybe you've been stuck here for a really long time, and it just feels like this is your body's new normal, no matter what you're trying to do. So here are 3 areas that I want you to kind of check in with yourself. Now here's the thing. All of these 3 areas are kind of the low-hanging fruit. These are the places that I would start honing in on. If you've looked at all of these 3, and if you've done all of the work, then of course there's some other things that we can do. But if you don't have these foundations set up, if you aren't asking yourself these questions or answering these questions, I guess I should say, or acting upon these answers, then maybe that would be a good place to start. So the 3 areas: are you nourishing your body? Are you moving your body? And are you resting your body? All right, so nourishing your body. Again, the whole point, nourish to flourish, right? Are we eating enough calories? More so because we've lived in a society that has told us restriction, calorie deficit, and pulling back, and less is more. But if we have not been eating enough and we're not been fueling our body with enough calories coming in, that's going to shift our metabolism, because now it has to be able to do more with less food coming in. So we want to make sure that you're eating enough to actually support your metabolism in your weight loss efforts, instead of driving your metabolism further into the dirt. So are we eating enough calories in general? Are we eating enough protein coming in to help preserve our muscle mass, so that way as we are losing weight, we're not sacrificing muscle, right? Because that's going to be our highly metabolic tissue. Okay, so that is our nourishment piece. Are we moving your body? I know I'm not saying move your body by killing yourself on the treadmill or the elliptical or the bike or lifting weights and presenting yourself at an injury risk. But are you moving your body during the day? Are you doing a little bit of strength training? And again, when I mean strength training, like lifting heavier things, because again, think about how heavy your purse is. Okay, so don't be grabbing the pink 2-pound dumbbells, please. Okay, so are you moving your body? Are we walking? If you want to pursue fat loss, we have to stay in a little bit lower intensity, exercise in order for fat to be our body's fuel. All right, so this does not say that there's no place for HIIT training or anything like that, but just keep that in the back of your mind, that walking is enough. That's really great. That's awesome stuff to be doing. So are you moving your body? And then lastly, are you resting your body? So this is kind of encompassing sleep and also like stress management, because if you're feeling wired and fried all the time, that's not really restful. We need to make sure that your body has, again, the sleep side, it has enough time to repair, to fix, to just, again, rejuvenate overnight. There's been plenty of studies that have shown that if we're not getting at least like 6.5, dare I say even 7 hours of sleep at night, that is going to prompt our body to overeat the next day, because we're going to be tired and we're going to seek out that energy coming from food. So we need to make sure that we're resting throughout the night. We're getting that good quality sleep. Okay, and then of course stress management. Sometimes this also goes hand in hand with our food choices, because we're leaning into food to cope with our stress. So check in with yourself kind of in those 3 domains. Again, are you eating enough? Are you moving your body and not killing your body? And are you allowing your body some time for rest? And now here's the thing. If you've done all of these things and you're like, Megan, what is left? I don't know. So here's where, again, we can get into some more like nuanced things. Like, okay, are there any medications that might be like cross-interfering? Is there, maybe again, if you're having perimenopausal things, maybe we need to adjust things like carb intake or how we're spacing things out during the day. So there's still options. There's still hope. There's still hope. I've met with a couple of clients that have followed that same story to a T of like, I've done all the things, or even like, Megan, nothing has changed. I was very healthy and I feel like I still am eating healthy and moving my body and doing all the things, but my blood markers are changing, my body composition is changing, and sometimes that is just coming with the season of life. So therefore, we just need to learn about that season of life and know what we can do to kind of course around it. If you need a little bit more guidance in some of that, I would love to be the vessel of information that is able to share that with you.
Oh, thank goodness.
I will definitely deep dive into all the things and answer all of your questions and explain it in a way that makes sense and is actionable for you to do that. Okay, so again, nourish, move, and rest. All 3 are important. And you can do it, and you deserve it. Okay? All right, love you. Have a great day. Now that you know better, let's go and do better so we can all be better.